Okay, this is my Earth in Space Lesson 14 video. Number 1. Show and explain how the moon's phases work using models for the Earth, Sun, and Moon. So this is my sun. This is just going to be my sun. So this flashlight is going to be my sun. This more orange ball is going to be my my Earth. This is my Earth. And then this is going to be my moon. Okay. So the first phase is the new moon, where if this one is the moon, this side is illuminated, but it's facing away from the Earth. So if we're right here, we can't see the side that's illuminated. It's always the same side that's illuminated. It's just we can see different parts of it from here, depending on where the Earth is where the moon is in relation to the Earth. Okay. And when this moves, it becomes the crescent phase, because when we're like over here, back here, we can see part of the illuminated side. We can't see much of it, but we can still see more of it than the new moon. We can see at least a little bit of it. And then once it's still saying that the same side of the moon is illuminated. The next phase, this is all waxing, which means getting bigger. So the light would always be on the right side of it. So like this, like here, it's getting bigger to us. It appears to be getting bigger, but it's actually just the same size. Like when it's getting bigger, waxing, and it's always on the right side. So when it's half of a moon, like right here, we can see the light that's on the right side of the moon. And also, the next phase is the half of the moon. Since it's waxing, the light of the half moon it's actually only a quarter of the moon, the first quarter, because since it's a sphere, this side of it, like on the other side of the term, divides the light on the dark side of it. The dark side is never illuminated, so it just looks like it's not there. And then so so this is really, even when it looks like it's a full moon over here, then it still is only half of a moon. So that's why it's called first quarter, because to us it's actually only, like, it looks to us like a half of a moon, but it's actually only for a quarter, and we call it first quarter because it's the quarter that is like the one that comes first. Alright, and then the next phase is called the gibbous, which means it's kind of the opposite of a crescent, because a crescent of it is dark to us, so we can see. It's like it looks like a crescent of it is not is dark, and there's only that much. So, and that is called gibbous. It's called the waxing gibbous because it's getting bigger and it's going towards the full moon, not going away from the full moon. The next phase is the full moon, or it's actually half of the moon, because we see the whole half of the side that's illuminated. And so that is where it's called a full moon, but it's actually only half. We can see all of the like right now, I'm not showing it because it'd be really hard to, but this would usually be moving around the sun like this, and the stuff, all of the light from the sun would be going like, it'd be like all around the place. It wouldn't just be like this. But this is just how I'm going to explain it, because it's a lot easier this way. And so the next one is called a waning gibbous, because it's still a gibbous, but like on this side, the dark was on the dark was on the left side, and now the dark is going to be on the right side. Because, well, it's just how it is. I don't know why, but like it's because just on the waning side, all of the light that we can see will always be on the left side. And when it's waxing, all of the light, every time, all the light that we can see when it's waxing is going to be on the right side. So this is called a waning gibbous because it's getting smaller, going away. It seems to be getting smaller. Then when it's over here, just behind it, in the sun, it's the third quarter. Which looks like half of the moon, but it's called third quarter because, like I said before, it's the same thing with the first quarter, but it's called the third quarter because the first quarter is one, the full moon is actually 2 quarters. Yeah, and then so this is called the third quarter because it's 3 quarters of the way around its path, revolving around the Earth. Then the next phase is called the waning crescent because it's getting smaller. So the crescent, the light is over here like this, and then all of this over here seems like it's like this, and it seems like it's like over here. We can only see this part of the light, and then over here seems dark. Then the new moon, and then we come all the way back to the new moon, which means, like I said before, is like it still has all of it. We also have to remember that half of the moon is always illuminated. The other half is never illuminated. It has no light on it, and it's always the same side of the moon. That means like the same side of the moon. All right. Number 2. Explain waning and waxing and how we can tell which one means the moon's phases are getting bigger and which one means the phases are getting smaller. Well, like I said before, if this is, so I'm just going to take the moon, my fake moon, and if you say that this is the moon, then the light is over here, but when, I've got to have my Earth. So when we can see from Earth, when we see the light, all of the light that we can see, I kind of already explained it, but I'm just going to do it again. Always, when it's waxing, all of the light is always on the right side of the moon. So if you're facing the moon, all of the light is always going to be on the right side, and that we can see. It's always going to be over here. If that was like the front, or if this was like the full moon, you'd only be able to see this part of it. If that was the waxing, because it's always going to be on the right. But when it's waning, it's always going to be on the left because it's on the other side of the Earth. And so since it's on the other side of the Earth, you're going to be able to see the opposite side of the light. All of the light's going to be on the opposite side. Number 3, be sure to explain the following words or phrases in Greek. I did waxing, waning, gibbous, crescent, new moon, full moon, first quarter, and third quarter. I already explained that, so I'm not really going to explain it again. So that is my Earth and Space Lesson 14 video on the moon's phases.